Hello fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will share with you how to draft a shoulder dart bustier with a sweetheart neckline and a Basque waistline. Whether you're a seasoned designer or you're just starting out, I'm going to guide you through the process of making this piece. So stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be able to draft your own stunning bustier, and trust me, it's easier than you think. So let's get started. The material I'll use for this work are my pattern paper, my tape roll, straight ruler, marker, scissors, and also French curve. So the first thing I'll do is to draw a straight line across my pattern paper. This straight line will serve as my shoulder line. Once that is done, I'll place my tape across the shoulder line and impute the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement for this work is 15 inches. 15 inches divided by 2 will give me 7.5 inches. I'll mark the 7.5 inches and also impute the neck width of 4 inches. After that, I'll place my tape on my shoulder line and come down by 10 inches to mark my shoulder to bust measurement. Then my shoulder to under bust with 13 inches and shoulder to waist is 15 inches. Once that is done, I'll come under the shoulder measurement and come down to mark the same measurement, the shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to waist. So I'm doing this in order to achieve a straight line. Once I'm done taking out the same measurement under the shoulder, then I'll draw a straight line across to mark this measurement. Once I'm done with that, the next thing I'll do is to label it so that I will not get confused at any point of this tutorial. So the first line is the bust, the second line is the under bust, and the third line is the waist. So the next thing I'll do now is to impute my dart. In order to impute my dart, I'll use my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So the nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. So I'll mark the 4 inches on the bust, the under bust, and the waist. Once I'm done marking the 4 inches on all the lines, I will come to the bust line and add 0.5 inch. This 0.5 inch will serve as allowance for ease at the bust line. So now the next thing I'll do is to connect from that 0.5 inch down to the 4 inches on the under bust and also the waistline. The next thing I'll do now is to contour my under bust. In order to do that, I will come to this under bust line and take 2 inches for the dart allowance. I will mark the 2 inches, then I'll connect from that 2 inches down to the waistline. Once that is done, I'll come to the bust line and come down by 1 inch and connect from that 1 inch to the dart allowance I took. This is in order for me to avoid any sharp edges on my bust curve. Once that is done, I'll place my tape on the distance between my neck width and my shoulder line and I'll look for the midpoint. Now for this midpoint, it will be 2 inches. Just in case yours is not that easy to find, you just fold your tape and you get the midpoint. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect that midpoint down to my dart line this way. Once that is done, I'll take my shoulder dart. I'll use a dart allowance of 2 inches on my shoulder. I'll mark it, then I'll connect from that 2 inches down to my dart line. Once that is done, I'll replace these 2 inches I took for my dart allowance. I will mark 2 inches from that 2 inches I marked at first. I will impute these 2 inches. That 2 inches now will be my new shoulder line. At my new shoulder line now, I'll come down by 1 inch. Then I'll connect from my neck width in a slanted way to that 1 inch to create my shoulder slope. Once that is done, in order for my shoulder not to be short after I join, I will come at that neck width now and go up by 0.5 inch. And I'll also come to this shoulder slope and go up by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from that 0.5 inch down to the 0.5 inch at the shoulder slope to create my shoulder sewing allowance. After that, I'll come to the shoulder slope and impute my armhole depth. Now my armhole depth is my shoulder divided by 2, which is 8 inches. Then I'll connect from that shoulder slope down to this 8 inches to create my armhole depth. Once that is done, I'll draw a straight line under the armhole. This straight line now will serve as my chest line. On that armhole depth, I'll place my tape and mark the midpoint, which will be 4 inches. On that midpoint, I'll go in by 0.5 inch. This 0.5 inch is for the ease at the bust area because the armhole area is the fullest part of the bust. Once I'm done with that, I'll place my tape across this chest line now to impute my chest line measurement. Now my chest line measurement now is my bust divided by 4. So I'll mark my bust divided by 4, which will give me 8.75. Then I will add 2 inches for sewing allowance. Once that is done, I'll connect from the shoulder slope to the 0.5 inch, then from that 0.5 inch to my chest line measurement. Once that is done, I will impute my round bodice measurement. The measurement on the chest line is the same as the bust line, so there will be no need for me to mark measurement on the bust line. So I'll come to the under bust, I will impute my under bust measurement and also add that allowance I took. After I replaced that allowance, I'll also add the sewing allowance, which is 2 inches. So this is very important because if you don't impute this allowance on your pattern, you will notice that when you transfer your pattern to your fabric, you will have issues. So I'll impute this waist measurement divided by 4 and also replace that allowance and impute sewing allowance. Then I'll connect all my measurements. Also replaced 2 inches that allowance I took at the shoulder. I replaced it at the armhole also so that our pattern will not be short. Once I'm done with that, I will impute my sweetheart neckline. So for this neck depth, I'm going to use a total neck depth of 5 inches. I'll mark the 5 inches neck depth and draw a straight line. Once I'm done with that, I'll look for the midpoint of my neck depth, which will give me 2.5 inches. Then at that midpoint, I'll place my French curve and connect, creating a slant to my neck depth to create my sweetheart neckline. Once I'm done with that, the next thing I'll do is to impute my Basque waistline. In order to impute my Basque waistline, I'm going to come down by 5 inches. So my Basque waistline allowance I'm going to put is 5 inches. So I'll mark 5 inches and connect from my waist down to that 5 inches to create my Basque waistline. Now I'll place my ruler and connect from my waistline down to the 5 inches depth I took. You can either use your straight ruler or use your French curve. It all depends on the shape that you want to achieve with your basque. If you want to use a French curve, you can place your curve rule this way and just connect it. If you want it to have a round shape like a curve, you connect it this way down to your 5 inches depth. But for this tutorial, I'll be cutting on the straight line I marked at first. So the next thing I'll do now is to cut. I would have just jump this cutting process and maybe just show you how that I've cut it already, but I want you to pay close attention on how I cut it so that when you are cutting yours also, you will get it right and cut it just the way I cut my own. So as I was cutting, I realized that I didn't connect the lines down to the end of my pattern. So I'm just going to connect it now. This is how it's supposed to be. You just connect it straight to your waistline this way. So now I will cut out the allowance from the waistline up to my shoulder. If you are watching to this point, thanks for watching. Please don't go anywhere because I'm going to show you how to draft the back bodies. And if you love what you've seen so far, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. And I'm done cutting, and this is what it looks like after cutting. So by the end of the video, I'll show you what it looks like after I try to join it. So the first thing I'll do for this back bodice is that I'll take my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. So I'm using the pencil because by the time I started doing my back bodice, I realized that my marker has finished. So I'll draw a straight line now across to mark the zipper allowance. So after I've marked the zipper allowance, any measurements I'm putting for my work now will be from the zipper allowance. Now I will impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2, which will be 7.5 inches. Then I will come down and place my tape from the shoulder measurement and come down by 10 inches from my shoulder to bust measurement and shoulder to waist measurement. Then I will draw a straight line across those measurements. And once I'm done with that, I'll come to the shoulder line and come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I'll connect from that 1 inch to the neck width to create my shoulder slant. So at this point, I realize I've not marked my neck width. I will impute a neck width of 4 inches, the same as the front neck width. Then I'll connect it. Once that is done, I'll come under the shoulder slant and come down by 8 inches for my armhole depth. Then I'll draw a straight line connecting from the shoulder slant down to. After that, I'll draw a straight line under the armhole depth. This straight line now will serve as my chest line. Once that is done, I'll place my tape on the armhole and look for the midpoint, which will give me 4 inches. Then I'll place my tape across my chest line to get my chest line measurement, which is my bust divided by 4. Then I'll connect from that midpoint down to that chest line. Because this is back bodice, there is no bust on the front body, so I won't have to come in 0.5 inch at the armhole. So the next thing I'll do now is to take my dart allowance, which will be my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which is 4 inches. So I'll connect from that 4 inches on the bust line down to the waistline. After that, I'll take 0.5 inch on each side of the dart line. Then I'll connect that 0.5 inch up to the bust line this way. Once that is done, I'll look for the midpoint of my shoulder, which will give me 2 inches. I'll mark the midpoint and connect from that midpoint down to the dart line. Once that is done, I'll come to the shoulder line and impute my neck depth of 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect from my neck width down to this neck depth, creating my round back neckline. The next thing I'll do now is to impute my round bodice measurement. So now my bust measurement is the same as my chest line measurement. So I'll just add my sewing allowance and come to my waistline and impute my round waist measurement and also replace my dart allowance and connect my measurement. Don't forget, you also add sewing allowance at your waistline. So this is basically all on how to draft your back bodice. If you notice, I didn't add any Basque waistline for the back, is just for the front. Then you can add your sewing allowance on your pattern if you know you forget to add your sewing allowance at the hem, that is after your waistline. You can add like 1 or 2 inches sewing allowance before you transfer to before you even cut. So just like I promised, for the front bodice, I promised to show you how I joined it and what it looks like after I joined the patterns together. So the first thing I did was to cut a tape long enough for my pattern. Then I placed the center first. Then this side now, I will gently place the side front on the center front so that there will be no line showing outside after I place it and I turn it. So you see what I'm doing. I placed it gradually and I'll adjust it just the way if you are trying to stitch what you would do. And this is what it looks like after I have turned it around. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and drop your comment. Please subscribe so that when I drop the sewing tutorial, you'll be there to see how it's done. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.